Star Trek's best weapon to beat Klingons isn't what you think. When it comes to legendary Star Trek adversaries, the Klingons stand tall, literally and metaphorically. Fierce warriors with a culture built on honor, bloodshed, and glory in battle, Klingons have often been the foil to Starfleet's diplomatic ideals. You'd think that phasers, photon torpedoes, or even the mighty Defiant-class starship would be Starfleet's best weapons against them. But here's the twist. Star Trek's most effective weapon against the Klingons has never been firepower. It's empathy, diplomacy, and shared understanding, values that lie at the heart of Starfleet's mission. Yes, it's not the ship's arsenal or tactical maneuvers that ultimately win the war against the Klingons. It's the quiet power of connection and cultural respect. The Federation's core philosophy, understanding over aggression. The United Federation of Planets was founded on exploration and peaceful coexistence. That alone puts it at odds with the Klingon Empire's warrior-based ideology. But time and again, it's Starfleet's refusal to abandon its values, even in the face of Klingon aggression, that turns the tide. Consider Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. After decades of hostility, the explosion of Praxis and the weakening of the Klingon Empire offered a unique chance at peace. But many, both in Starfleet and the Klingon High Council, were resistant. They assumed peace was weakness, and aggression the only form of negotiation. Yet it was Captain Kirk, once the face of Klingon resistance, who set aside his prejudices, saved Chancellor Gorkon's daughter, and pushed for diplomacy. His evolution symbolized the ultimate weapon: change, forgiveness, and diplomacy in action. Worf, the Klingon raised by humans. Perhaps no character illustrates this better than Worf, Starfleet's first Klingon officer. Born of two worlds, he embodies the very idea that cultures can coexist, even thrive, through understanding. Worf constantly struggles to reconcile his Klingon heritage with the ideals of Starfleet, but it's that very struggle that becomes the bridge between two civilizations. Worf's arc in The Next Generation in Deep Space Nine repeatedly shows that the key to Klingon relations isn't outgunning them. It's offering them a seat at the table without trying to change who they are. By accepting Worf, Starfleet proved that respect is mightier than disruptors. And Worf's loyalty proved that Klingons could see value in Starfleet's code of ethics, even if it clashed with their own. Picard versus Klingons. Intelligence as strategy. Captain Jean-Luc Picard, known more for his diplomacy than brute strength, had some of the most important Klingon interactions in Trek history. In TNG, he wasn't just a captain. He became the arbiter of succession for the Klingon Empire when Gowron and Duras vied for leadership. Picard wasn't chosen because of his ship's weapons, but because of his reputation for fairness and understanding of Klingon honor. Even when faced with threats or war, Picard never abandoned his principles. He navigated complex Klingon politics, preserved peace, and influenced the Empire in ways brute force never could. His greatest weapon? Wisdom, patience, and cultural fluency. Kallus and the power of shared mythology. The Klingons are deeply spiritual. Their mythology, especially stories of Kallus, the revered founder of Klingon culture, but through